Hi there, Sprinkles. Today we're going to be doing more doom scrolling, your favorite period of the day. Check this out, friends. Cheds is a crypto trader. I believe he was on Crypto Banter Show. If you remember, he was the gentleman. He wears a full, basically like ninja, almost like the niqab. You know, the in Arab countries, the ladies wear. He wears that to hide his full identity. I think he also had a bit of a touching story. I think he did get cancer. He's basically a survivor of that. And he trades on Bollinger Bands and stuff out here. So, Ethereum weekly quad star. Large, advanced, and fall small bodies shows that bulls are having trouble sustaining the rally. Advanced, which is interesting because so he's been talking about, friends, remember I've been covering it for you like every single episode. He's talking about this. Ethereum, this chart he's talking about. He's talking about this chart, but he says he's bearish. He's seeing that price chart pattern. He goes, bulls are having problems. Bulls are having problems. I'm like, no, bro, this is a bearish chart because when you go up, when you start doing this, man, that's, look, I mean, like, it is what it is. We're just guessing squiggly lines, aren't we? But usually in markets like this, most of the time, whatever your last move was, so you had a last move up, the fact that it can't revert the whole move usually means it's going to continue. Usually. Remember, friends, the CME gap is at 3,200, and you have the biggest cuck mercantile exchange institution short at around 3,000 out here. So, man, it's funny, right? We both two dudes, we look at the same chart, and he goes, oh, yeah, problems, bulls, can't advance it, and I'm saying, oh no, that actually looks bullish to me. So it's just kind of funny how that plays out. He's a massive TA guy as well here. Here we have Maddox, reposted by Morad. Remember, MemeCoin SuperCycle. Follow these guidelines. Show up every day. Onboard people in real life and online. Spread SPX on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit. This is also part of their mantra, friends. Look at this. Never post a chart. There is no chart. Never talk about price. There is no price. Ignore daily price moves, no price predictions, don't disrespect other communities. So part of Morad's and SPX's mantra, they do not post the chart ever. They don't like any chart. They don't like any price talks. But obviously there's a reason why. It's because they want you to suspend belief and obviously what it is, dude. They don't want you to look at market cap. They don't want you to think anything's expensive. So you're willing to buy at any price. Yeah, but also I guess they're trying to help you as well. But it depends what your perspective is. So I don't look vending markets. I'm trying to help you, right? I don't care what your morals and your ethics are. I'll just tell you right now. It's kind of like if you're teaching a young boy, hey, play football, okay, and you got the ball between the feet. Imagine you're saying, hey, don't watch the other player. Just look at the ball. Pretend the other player doesn't exist. You're just watching the ball. You know, like. You're playing at a disadvantage now. You know what I mean? But it's just interesting, yeah, this type of psychological stuff that we tell each other just to try pump up the bags. Be interesting how it plays out. SPX is, I guess, I don't really buy into the meme. I guess it's cool and everything out here. But yeah, Morad's big following and everything out here. It's a very, very strong price action out here. So we'll see how it plays out. Here we have Griff, Giga Griff. Giga combines the best aspects of Bitcoin, Doge, and XRP, a movement like Bitcoin, memetics and virality, business that makes sense to normies like XRP. So they're talking about Giga. Remember the Giga Chad thing out here? No, it doesn't. Everyone just says this stuff, dude. It's just like, we are the best and when everything out here. Why I like, say, PulseChain is there's a lot of self-introspection and we poke fun at each other. Like, for example, Pika, call it an unstable coin. Could go to zero for the third time. They don't talk like that in any of these. They really, a lot of these things, you're on Soylana, you're in the LA Vape Cabal arena out here. It's hard for everyone to start believing in these grandiose things out here, but it doesn't really matter, man. If the business cycle cranks up, these things will crank up, and that's what's most important. Check this post out here as well, friends. 2 Lamb Bros. I earned $171 US just from using my EtherFi credit card. Do you remember, friends? In StableCoin SuperCycle, EtherFi is one of the coins you could buy. I don't even know if they have a coin. I don't know. But it's one of the things that's involved with stablecoins because they give you a credit card. But yeah, obviously I like PI because 450x upside to $1, 40x upside to 10 cents. That's nice, way better than these. But it's just interesting. Yeah, we're bringing more debit cards and credit card access with crypto, so you can use crypto. You load the stable coin onto the card, and you just go and spend stuff in the real world. So look at this. He's using it. He gets 3% cash back in the token when you spend. As you spend, you get EtherFi token too. 14% APR from their DeFi strategy while you're in US dollars. USDC, USD rate is cheap. It's actually a good credit card. Wow, earned $171. Some caveat, friends, I just want to tell you something. I read about this on Twitter. I just want to give you information. So they're only able to do this because when you sign up to these debit cards, you're not a customer. You're not a consumer retailer. You're a business. They put you under business. So if there is an event of a fallout or something happens, you don't get the same rights as a consumer. So for example, I think if you can't do, for normal debit cards, if someone steals your money at a merchant, let's say you got robbed for $100, they'll like debit you the money 2 seconds. You call up the bank and everything out here. I think you don't get that with these. I think there's, because you're a business, you're under that, you don't get the rights. That's how they're able to get around these laws. But like, I guess that's a price to pay. It is not, who cares about that? How often does that happen to you? You know what I mean? You don't really mind that because you actually get to use your crypto and stuff out here. So this would be big, friends, if we're able to get more debit cards and stuff out here for cryptocurrency land, because pretty much you never have to leave the system now. That's also why now you get to see why, friends. That's why if PI becomes a stable coin, okay, look what you're spending, bro. Like you have a self-symbiotic relationship, self-synergy. You never have to leave PulseChain. And there's a debit card that's set up. You know, imagine just start offering it. Everyone would get it. By the way, man, one of the best things you can do, friends, I still want to get this. You can get a roundup card. Let me know if any of you use it, please. This is such a genius idea, man. I've got to get onto this. Like, you can toggle all of your transactions. You can toggle it to round up, and it will DCA buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. That's what they've got it set to. So you can choose to round up by like $1 or $5 or $10, whatever it is, maybe like $1 or 50 cents. So if you round up something by $1, every time you buy something, let's say something costs like $9.20, it will round it up to $10. Yeah, it will round it up to the nearest dollar, and that 80 cents, it will automatically just go DCA buy Bitcoin or Ethereum for you. I think you can set it up in a ratio. But what such a genius idea. That means like literally as you're just spending throughout the year, you've been like paying up a bit more and just without even noticing, right? And instead of just sitting there, just DCA buys stuff. So that's just such a beautiful, wonderful idea. I guess if I ever had a chance to do a business thing like that, I would use that because that's just so epic. Just think about like what you could do just at the end of a year or 2 years. It might be helping you out with your, with a holiday or stuff out here. Because think about all the junk that people buy, how many items they buy out here. I mean, like if you bought like, think about this, right? You're buying 10 items a week. If you bought 10 items a week using your card and they round it up to $1, you might be DCA buying $10 a week. Just think about that's $500 at the end of the year. And imagine your Ethereum or Bitcoin went up like a 2x by now. You have like an extra $1,000. Think about all the people doing that. That'd be just big, man. Big efforts. Check this out as well, Mr. Art School Reject. I think he's an actual girl. Pick the best coins now and may the MemeCoin gods be forever in your favor. MemeCoin Whales are gone. This is the lowest MemeCoin volume on Soylana by whales since Feb 2024. Check this out. MemeCoin Whale is gone. Yeah, because Pump Fund's revenue has been dropping by 90%. Obviously, they're launching a token, friends. They launch a token at the end so they can grift and basically, not grift, they shouldn't use that word. Just they're trying to cash out. That's it. Everyone's here to cash out. You're not early when it comes to, obviously, Pump Fund when they're literally releasing a token here. Check it out as well, friends. We have George, the George HQ. They are a investigative journalism network. They are pro Richard Hart, pro Donald Trump, and everything out here. Thanks for them out here, just showing you that the network effect of PulseChain is growing, even though the business cycle is poopy. Kind of funny to see. We have Elon Musk posting. That's an old picture. Starship will get longer. The scale of Starship is insane. Wow. So very interesting. Why is Elon Musk wasting billions of dollars using caveman rockets when we literally have cold fusion, the torus field to do, basically we can manipulate gravity and do this electromagnetism stuff. So I guess it's going to be interesting how that plays out. Remember, friends, I'm going to make a video. I'm very excited to make one of Matthew Brown, ex-Pentagon, worked for 5 years, literally named the program that Elon Musk was read into called Marsupial. This is where he was told about the UFOs. The thing, though, is the government lied to him. The deep state lied to him. They said, we don't know how they work, which is a load of bullshit. So it's just, be interesting how that plays out. Got a message here from Zero Hedge. We need a kill switch on foreign powers tampering with our electric grid. So this is obviously China and the chip out here. I feel like if there's another world crisis, they're going to do the cyber attack. Remember, friends, they've done some tests. Isn't it funny? We're literally watching it in real time. Do you remember those weird cyber attacks that happened in 2024? They tested them around different... Yeah, so they're doing tests on the population. So this is normal, right? They are definitely going to probably do that at some point. It's not going to be another world virus. You're used to it. You know what it is. It doesn't even give you fear. Like, oh, another virus, right? It's going to have to be the world cyber attack. We've never seen something like that before. So we'll see how that plays out. And obviously, there'll be some sort of hidden agenda going on there as well. Got this funny video to show you here, friends. There's a coin. There's a cat in mask coin. It's called Ticker Mask. They're trying to just make it a meme and stuff out here. Just like everything else, all the memes. But look how fun meme coins are. MemeCoin SuperCycle. Just check it out, friends. So I don't know if you guys remember this. This is from Counter-Strike. But watch, they have that. Do you remember this meme? So that's funny, man. That's funny. So man, memes make you feel something like that. We don't feel like this with anything else. Any of these other trash coins. It's very, very obvious. Like you don't want to join any of these other things. You don't care about them. MemeCoin SuperCycle, StableCoin SuperCycle, Bitcoin Treasury bubble, crypto IPO bubble. It's all happening. I see more coping on the timeline as well. PulseChain. So Richard Hart has made a post here. PulseChain, I keep telling you what you have is already far better than it needs to be. It only needs marketing and not limp dick weak, a little here and there marketing, legendary, massive, never done before marketing. I speak confidently because I know exactly what such awesome marketing would look like. And then Jimrat has replied, did Richard forget he works for us now? I 100x your S or get the truck out, brother. Put your Gucci suit on, bro, and get on the camera. We have to time this ETH pump, bro. So I'll take care of the marketing, Richard. It will be legendary. And then you have the Interpol stuff out here. So I think, friends, why Richard's obviously not streaming is the Interpol is still on because they can geolocate you, do swatting and stuff out here. Okay, that could be it. Richard's not streaming because of that. But also, if he was streaming, it wouldn't change the business cycle. He doesn't control the business cycle, which I've explained to you many times. Which we can track up by the PMI, manufacturing PMI, which I've shown you thousands of times. So him streaming does not break any of this. Okay, it doesn't. Coincidentally, what we might find is, as the business cycle is going up, we might find that this Interpol gets dropped and then he starts streaming. And then what everyone will say is, they'll go, oh, you see, it was the streaming the whole time. And I said, no, it was actually the business cycle. That's just what happens, right? That's how it plays out. So there's no point really wasting your breath trying to change a variable and stuff out here, which doesn't matter. Check this out here, friends. Actually, your friend saw me post. Who's this guy? Not your keys, not your coins. So Trader Main. My wife wanted a crypto wallet, so I got her set up and sent her some crypto. I explained to her the importance of security and her seed phrase. She wrote it on some paper and left it in next to the bed. She's about to learn a valuable lesson in not your keys, not your coins. So it is interesting. Yeah. This not your keys, not your coins. But only, man, this is wild. When we look this up, only 2 to 5% of people have a hardware wallet in crypto. 2 to 5%. You have to get one, dude. You have to, guys. I've seen where you store your passwords, okay? I've seen where you guys write it down on your phone, on iCloud. You write it there. People forget it. Man, you can't be doing that. You just can't be doing that. You got to think long term. So get a hardware wallet. Keep it in a safe place. Use your hot wallet as well on your phone. But please don't go around putting your seed phrase and stuff in these places out here, because they'll get you when you literally are mooning into the sky, and it's when you least want it to happen. Shout out to the baby dolls on PulseChain as well. He have Pika-To-Piko fan club. He's the actual Mr. Pineapple Man. Oh. Here he is, Pika-Taro. Pika-Taro, man. He looks like a comical thing. What is it? Just wow. I don't know what he's saying, but yes. We thank you, Japan Pokemon Island, for your friendship and glory. Also got more Chainlink Cope. I love how bullish he is and how we're so effing close to this whole industry running on and through Chainlink. So this is Sir Gay as well. We have gone from a world of outbound to a world of inbound interest. Sir Gay on Chainlink's recent progress in banking and capital markets. Remember, Chainlink, friends, is real-world assets, which incorporates StableCoins SuperCycle, pretty much everything out here, the infrastructure. Part of the DeFi 2.0 play. DeFi second cycle play, cycle number 2. But yeah, its market cap is pretty high. Hopefully it does crank up. I mean, Chainlink's around like 13 to 15 bucks. If it does about a 10x, it'll be around 100 billion market cap. Okay, so hopefully it does more than 10x, but just giving you an idea of that. Hopefully that's going to be a clean win for us. Got some cracker news here from Kyle Chassé as well. The US national debt is now 36 trillion. Remember, this chart is linear, friends. They should put it on a log chart out here. But yeah, the US debt is huge. Doge can't do anything. Nobody can do anything. Nobody can stop it at all. Nobody can stop that train. Money supply keeps going up. You really want to stop it? Elon, go and audit Department of Defense and Department of Energy. Oops, you're not allowed to because they told you. Turn around, or you literally have a bullet in the back of your head 3 times, and we'll call it an Epstein case. So that's why, friends, Doge pretty much, they're just shutting it all down. They can't do anything. There's just too many people, and you can't cut anything. So the system's not going anywhere, man. They have the UFO tech, 21 trillion missing in black budget, missing. It basically got laundered in so they can go basically do all the R&D and everything out here just so America can retain dominance around the world. I think this is funny as well. JJ Cycles. This crypto market is ready for some huge squeeze in it. So we are waiting for that inevitable big squeeze. That's why if a big squeeze happens, man, I know, friends, we are in a little bubble in crypto Twitter. I know for a fact everybody in the crypto industry is long Bitcoin. Everyone. Okay, literally everyone's long Bitcoin because I've done these experiments. Okay, do I trust the charts more or do I trust Twitter prices? The Twitter voices and stuff more and YouTube comments. I trust the charts more. So the Bitcoin dominance has been up only. Okay, bang, 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 all the way up only for 4 years, pretty much in a row. I trust that more than a few people on Twitter saying, oh, all of us are long altcoins and like we're all basically in cope mode and we're all desperate for it to go up. No. Bitcoin dominance, the ratio, that's a ratio, right? That ratio price of Bitcoin to altcoins is very, 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 very high. The longest in history, 4 years upside in a row, which means you have the longest amount of weak hands we're putting in here, right? So where to from here? Hopefully Bitcoin keeps continuing, but it's all about Ethereum, right? Ethereum's got to crack on to 3,000. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.